Hello there and welcome back to the channel. Here's another edition of Railway News Roundup. End of the line for the 61662 loco project. This came about due to the coronavirus pandemic, where they haven't been able to work on the loco. And with the project stood outside, the components of the locos have begun to deteriorate. All is not lost though, as parts of the locos are going to be used on Spirit of Sandringham, another B-17 project. It has now also been confirmed what parts will be used for it. So the parts to be sent are a pair of buffers and a tender. Next up, we're off the Plym Valley Railway, where GWR number 1369 is due to visit in 2021. The Plym Valley Railway is due to celebrate 40 years since arriving on site next year. To celebrate, they organised for the pannier to visit. This will be the first time that a GWR pannier tank has worked on the branch since 1962. Exact dates for when it will run at Plym Valley have not been announced yet, but they have said it will be around June to July next year. Sounds like a nice little event. I might go along to that, since I haven't seen 1369 and I haven't actually been on the Plym Valley Railway. Perfect. Some news about the GER F5 project now. So as most of you know, the Holden F5 Locomotive Trust have been making a new build F5 locomotive. The latest updates are that the frames have been positioned in Tyseley Works, which means that the commencement of the build has begun. And that's not the only good news though. Recently, the group received a legacy, which will fund the Rollins chassis, and is also expected to partly fund for the boiler as well. I can't wait to see this loco in action. Another new build project that received an update recently was the G5 project. The aim of this group is to build a working G5 for heritage lines. Despite being closed to the public due to the COVID lockdown, the team have been getting on with sanding, paint stripping, repainting and restoring. Work has been progressing well, with the inside of the frames receiving 8 coats of paint. The group are also restoring the buffers by paint stripping them, and they'll be sent off for springs to be fitted. It is believed that this will be the third use for this technique, with the first going to an LNER steam loco, the next going to a diesel shunter, and now this. Finally, the frames are going to have a final coat of paint. Originally, the frames were only painted to protect the metal, but now they have decided to finish it off. Finally, is off the Tanford Railway, where Holden has made its first moves under steam. Recently, the Tanford Railway completed the overhaul of Andrew Barclay Saddle Tank 060 Horden. It made its first independent moves on October 21st for the first time in 50 years. It was one of the railway's most challenging loco projects. What with 69 years of heavy use, a head-on collision with an NER Q6, followed by almost 40 years of open-air storage, has taken their toll. The railway suffered a major setback when thieves stole some copper pipework and some non-ferrous fittings. However, by late August, most of these have been replaced and refitted. Loaded running-in trials are due to commence in autumn. This means that soon enough, Horden will join the operational fleet. Boiler off at last for Lindsay. Mount Sorrow Centre get their first resident steam, whilst Ian Riley fixes Patriot wheels. That's all for this issue. Bye for now.